30 hertz straight up.
Thank you for tuning in to another wonderful episode of Lupus Has No Face podcast, where we talk about real lives, real struggles, and lupus and beyond. I'm your host, Savannah Burks, and we have our special guest, Mr. Juan. Most refers to him as King Boss in the building today. How are you doing?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing? How you doing? It's a pleasure to be on the podcast. You look pretty nice on this screen right here. Like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank
My
you so much for
pleasure.
being here. We will be discussing today legacy, leadership, and taking flight, right?
Yeah.
And of
Perfecto.
course, your father.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Of course, your father.
The
So
goat.
before we jump into all of that, like, how was your ride? How was your ride here today?
It's pretty cool. You know, Milwaukee got a lot of construction right now. That's pretty irritating, but hey, we gonna get there.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Okay, okay, okay. So for people that do not know you, or can you please tell our audience who you are?
Alrighty. Well, my name's Juan Hogans. I go by King Boss. The name King Boss comes from my clothing brand. What's been my nickname ever since I was younger. I'm a pilot, entrepreneur. Just 21 years old. So, just getting to it, living life. And I'm the son of, the GOAT, OG Tweezy, Young Tweezy, Antoine Hogans. So yeah, we doing it big.
You talk like a boss. Yes.
So, fun fact, and I don't know if you know this, but when your dad was doing his podcast for a while,
Yeah.
he was doing it here with us.
Yeah.
So this is a
That-
full circle moment in regards to it.
That's
So
crazy.
shout out to him. Rest in heaven.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that actually. That's dope. For real, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. What inspired the name King Boss, and what does it truly represent?
Well, it all started when I was a kid. My dad had a store on I forgot what number, but on Burleigh somewhere. And he had a wall where he, what I'm saying, all his friends wrote down their nicknames and all their aliases and all that. And I guess one day I came by and just wrote down King Boss. So shoot, he been calling me that ever since. And shoot, it's been taking me a long way in life. He said I just been going by it ever since.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
When people hear the word legacy, they often think about money. What does legacy means to you?
Legacy. Ooh, that's a broad question. Legacy. Money, nah, it definitely don't include just money. To me, it's kind of like what's some synonyms we can put, you know, legacy. I'm just put it like this. So to me, the legacy I'm keeping right now, I mean, I just want to keep going hard and what I'm saying, keep upholding the great name, and not only for my first name, but for my last name as well. So yeah, we're gonna keep the legacy going and just keep doing it, getting greater and greater and greater.
I like that because most people think legacy is money, and it's not.
Nah,
It means way
it's deeper. It's
more.
way
Is
deeper than that.
yes, it does.
It's
It
deeper.
is. It is. So we're gonna move on to leadership, right?
Yeah.
What does being a leader looks like when no one is applauding for you?
Mm. Well, shoot, that's where really the leaders are created and where they're born at for real. When you're not getting no applause or I said no results or nothing like that. I feel like that separate the leaders from the followers
Mm-hmm.
because what I'm saying, if you could do what you got to do when nobody clapping for you, then you know what I'm saying, you can definitely shine while you by yourself. So I feel like that's where they come from.
Absolutely. That's what our authenticity is born at.
Yeah.
You killed me with that. Um, have you ever questioned your leadership during difficult seasons, and what helped you continue?
Question my leadership. Well, I feel like all my life I've been you know what I'm saying, kind of leading and being a leader. Cause I know we was taught like that, me and my family, especially me and my sister, you know, growing up with my dad, do this, do that. And then, you know, even if we was always taught if you want to do something, just do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been trying to kind of preach with my whole, you know what I'm saying, my identity. Because really that's what brought me this far is you know what I'm saying, just seeing something and trying it and liking it, and then it came something big. Like for example, with my pilot stuff, that was a just big thing. I was just like, hey, let me just see what this like. And then hey, it brought me far and it's turning into something way bigger that's going, you know what I'm saying, be good for the rest of my life. So
So let's pivot a little bit. Let's talk about the pilot. So, how did you get into that? What sparked that interest?
man, so the great story. I went on a New York school trip, and it was on my bucket list to always take a helicopter ride over New York
Yeah.
because you know the bright lights, tall buildings, you know what I'm saying, the clouds, the Hudson River, all that good stuff. And I snuck off from the group one night, or it was one day, and I did it, and I loved it. It was just it was beautiful. It was amazing. So when I got back to Milwaukee, I don't know, hey, I guess it was God's plan. I got a invitation to, you know what I'm saying, go do this little class where it was, you know, flight lessons. So I was like, hey, why not? Let's try this out. And shout out to my instructor, Dr. Charles Allen. You know what I'm saying? He took me on my discovery flight, and it was kind of scary at first, not gonna lie.
What was
But
scary about it?
man, well, it's, you know, just the general you going off the air, and the thing you can actually lose your life, that's just mess with your mental. But no, I feel like if you could fly, I mean, if you could drive a car, you could fly a plane. It's really simple, you know what I'm saying? And it's actually, to me at least, it's easier because you don't got a lot of idiots on the road and all type of stuff. But yeah,
So, what's your plans with that?
man. Well, one thing I could say, we taking it big. We doing it real big, real soon. I can't say too much right now, but we doing it real big, real soon. But what I can say about that, yeah, I plan to fly the big jets. You know what I'm saying? Maybe commercial, but the
Ooh.
end goal is to, you know what I'm saying, fly just private jets for sure.
So, when you are able to speak about that, I want the exclusive.
Yeah,
I want the exclusive. I want the exclusive.
yeah.
So to jump back on course, okay. So what's the biggest misconception about people having about successful leaders?
Mm. Misconception. Mm. Hey, give me a little bit more. Pick at me a little bit.
What's like? What do people assume that leaders should have, or what they shouldn't go through, or what leaders should look like? You know what I mean? Like, so for an example, um, leaders should never makes mistakes. You
Mm.
know, leaders should never have to fall from the bottom. Leaders should never I don't know, come from the hood. This is just it's
Yeah.
something from off the top of my head.
What
You know
up?
what I'm
To
saying?
bounce off
Do
that,
leaders look like something? Is it a certain look for a leader?
I mean, I'm gonna just bounce off that. You said leaders make no mistakes. Um, I was talking to some kids at my old middle school a couple years ago, and one of my main things I was telling them was failure is how do I put this? It's good, you know.
It is.
You have to fail before you succeed, and the what you say, the leaders don't make mistakes. That's actually the opposite. I feel like leaders make the most mistakes out of everybody.
Yes.
Depending on how big of a leader is, you make the most mistakes, you know,
Yes.
because you got to fail before you succeed, and literally whatever you do. So
I believe that. And to me, failure is not trying.
yeah,
When people I feel like people look at failure like, okay, I tried this and it didn't work, I failed. No, you never trying it is
yeah,
failing,
yeah,
because how did you know if it was going to work if you never tried it? To
for
me,
real,
that's what I
for
view
real.
as failing. You
Yeah,
never even tried to see if it was going to work,
uh
right?
Yeah, and then even after you do fail, you got to keep going at it because it's a whole long process. You got to take the stairs up. It ain't no elevator way. If you want
Yeah,
to be real successful, at least that's what I learned.
exactly. You got to see if you got to go left. You got to see if you can go to right. You got to see how you got to remix it. You got to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
You got to go back to the drawing board. A lot of what I don't like about a lot of people is, oh, it wasn't the plan.
Mm.
You only tried one time.
it's inevitable.
You probably didn't even put your 1,010% into it. You
Mhm.
probably cut corners. You probably didn't stay up all night. You got to wake up early and stay up late if you
Sure
want
do.
this thing to go.
And that's why a lot of businesses, fail because after people see one failure or one, what I'm saying, obstacle, they just give up on it, and you're never gonna win if you're doing that or be successful, as they would say.
And or you got people in your ear that
Mm.
wasn't successful what they did, so they feed you
Mm.
negativity based off of what they went through.
That too. That's the big thing in leadership. You definitely gotta take constructive criticism, but at the same time, you gotta, what I'm saying, be able to block out, what I'm saying, all the negativity and just be delusional. Like, you could do anything, I could do anything. They can do it, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be delusional if you really want to win. So
Absolutely. And I always say if you didn't go the same path that I did, if you didn't sleep as many hours, you didn't eat as many hours, you didn't go through the same exact process, we didn't do everything identical,
yeah,
then we didn't go through the same struggle. So that means our outcome is not going to be the same.
at all.
Okay. How do you learn when you're hurting yourself?
In what way you mean?
We're still talking about leadership. So how do you learn when you're hurting yourself?
I mean, I feel like it all really comes from trial and error.
Mhm.
It goes back to tying into you gotta fail to succeed. And I don't know about other people, but me, I'm a kind of a experience. I gotta experience it to really learn it. You know what I'm saying? It always helps to have people, what I'm saying, that went through it already tell you. And that can only go to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? You gotta actually do it and be hands on to really actually learn it and fail. You know what I'm saying? Learn. Oh, don't do this, don't do that, and then shoot. It's all what I'm saying. A long journey that you gotta go on.
Tom, I love how he picked up on that because even people, for you to be so young, I'm very impressed that you answered that the way because people my age don't understand that.
Mhm.
And when you're learning to hurt, when you're hurting yourself, that means you're breaking down the old you to rebuild the new you.
Mm.
And that's how you answered
Oh,
you
he
answered
he got
that.
OGs in his ear.
That's how he answered
He's
that. And
been
I'm
listening to the
very
people that's been around
surprised
him
that
because
he
I've been listening to this whole interview and he's sounding better than people older than us that we done had on the mic.
Yeah,
So this man been here before. I don't care what nobody says.
I'm very impressed.
I
I'm very
appreciate that.
impressed.
One of the biggest things I learned really in life that's taken me real far, and I feel like it's really my personality. But you definitely, and my dad also told me this. You gotta listen more than you talk. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna take you a long way because, like you said, the OGs they've been through this. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell you what you can do, what you do, what to do, not to do. They gonna lead you the way. But you know what I'm saying? If you talking and think you know everything, you know what I'm saying? You can't get the game to help. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to listen better than to speak, in my opinion.
That is true, especially when you're younger,
Mm-hmm.
because we've been through it already. So we've been through it already. We saving you a shitload of mistakes that we already have made that can save you to be smooth selling going through this life.
Yeah.
But nowadays these teenagers they don't want to listen. They want to act like they're getting it out the mud and all of this extra stuff rather than taking a blueprint that's already created for you to go ahead and live the life.
My dad always told me you got two ears and one mouth.
Oh my God. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to building despite the odds, right?
Yeah.
Every successful person has faced obstacles. What almost made you quit? What obstacles almost made you quit?
Well, I don't think I ever really, what I'm saying, quit my,
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying, my my things, but I say a big obstacle that I had. Let me get a chance to think on that.
Okay.
A big obstacle.
Let me go back to it. You want me to let you think?
Yeah,
Go back to it.
Spin back on it.
I'm gonna spin back
on
on the block. Okay. What kept you moving when the odds were at stake against you?
Kept me moving when the odds were against me. Well, Well, I feel like well, I could tie both of these in really in together. A big obstacle is when my dad passed, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of in the beginning when I didn't think I was gonna get over. I can say that. But as time, you know what I'm saying, went by, I realized like, oh, you was built for this. He was preparing you for this the entire time, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, you built for this. You know what I'm saying? It's your time to shine, you know. Um a funny well, it's not a funny story, but a story actually, when I first started my clothing brand, King Boss, um, my
Why
first
you ain't bring me no merch? First of all,
we coming out with a lot of summer stuff soon, a lot of summer
okay,
stuff
okay.
soon. But yeah, my first ever jackets and shirts. You know what I'm saying? I was in high school, maybe 16 years old. I came up with the designs and all that. And my dad knew people that did it. So he brought me up to shout out my man Steve. He you know what I'm saying, did my first jackets. He's still working with me today. But he brought up and the bill was like to have everything done, it was like what? Like $500. And my dad was just like, here, do it. And he ain't asked for me nothing back. So that's really like a really a pivotal like mind thing in my life. Cause you know what I'm saying? If somebody believe, it's one thing for somebody to believe, you say they believe in you, but to put their hard earned money, you know what I'm saying, into you and not even want nothing back, they just want to see you win and see where you can go with it. It's like, how can I let somebody believe in me like that? And you know what I'm saying? I don't even believe I can't let them down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I gotta do it now.
you
You know
gotta
what I'm
execute
saying?
it.
How can I tell them I can't do it when they think I can? You know, so that's a story that keep me going for sure.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. That's touching actually too.
yeah.
Have there ever been moments where you fear spoken louder than faith, and how did you overcome it?
Say that one more time.
Have there ever been moments where fear spoke louder than faith, and how did you overcome it?
Hmm. Well, spin back on that one too. Spin back on that one.
Okay. What sacrifices have people never seen behind your success?
Mm, man, praise God. I never had to go through any hard things, but I mean, I guess the most things I had to sacrifice was, you know what I'm saying, sleepless nights and, you know, staying up all night to get stuff done or, you know what I'm saying, going to the stream, make long drives, you know, stuff like that.
I'm actually happy to hear you are probably the first kid I ever heard to say that they haven't went through anything. A lot of these kids that haven't went through anything will lie and say they went through so much. I don't
Yeah.
know what's wrong with these kids these days. You are the first kid that have not exaggerated.
Yeah.
that,
For
that's
sure.
crazy.
Gotta
You are
keep
the
it
first
real.
kid that I was ready to hear something. That
Yeah.
is crazy. Okay, so we're gonna move on to mindset. You often speak about mastering your mindset. What daily habits helped you transform your thinking?
Mm. Man, one thing I do got to get back into is reading because, that reading bag, you really be evolving with it. But I was reading this one book, The Richest Man in Babylon. That's a banger that I feel like everybody should read. It really transformed my mindset to, you know what I'm saying, just a normal, you know what I'm saying, kid to really like a money making, you know what I'm saying, you a king type mindset. And there was these five rules to go in there that really kept me on track.
Hmm. What is it about a little bit?
Well, it's basically like a long BC story where
Okay.
basically it was a poor man that he basically it was a long story about how he came up and became the king and all that stuff and all the lessons he had to go through to, you know what I'm saying, get to that point.
Okay. Transformation. Okay, I
Mhm.
get it. How important is self discipline when pursuing purpose?
Mm. Self discipline is definitely very important, especially in a man's life. I feel like that's what got me as far today. I'm a you know what I'm saying, keep working on that to keep going as far. But yeah, man, self discipline is big, especially for you know, young people my age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of people, you know, having kids my age and younger than me too, which not can, you know, mess up your life, but you know, just put you at a holding because at that point, you know, you definitely losing. If it don't turn you up all the way, you losing sight of your goal, man, and you know, you gotta not living for you at that point. So I feel like that's a big self-discipline lesson that, that I got to keep being successful.
Absolutely. And people always talk about having discipline and being consistent and persistent, but they never talk about how hard it is.
Mm.
Like we have to have that to be successful and to succeed, but people never talk about how hard it is to be that.
Yeah, especially when back closer to when my dad passed, man, it was these viral posts on Facebook, everybody, obsessing over me. It was actually, I was reading them, just laughing and stuff, but that was basically, throwing it at me. So you gotta be strong to just, keep back, focus on the goal and just, be self-disciplined.
Yeah, it's hard. And I was seeing here and there, a lot of people embraced you and they still are embracing you. And that is so dope. That says a lot about the foundation that your father had
Really,
planted
really.
and was rooted in, because people are still there for you. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm
for
saying?
real.
Or at least that's what that looks like. Somebody outside looking in
Yeah,
that's carrying his torch for his family.
yeah. And
That's really dope, because a lot of people don't have that.
yeah, for real. And I just want to say shout out to everybody in the city because it's really major love there. Because really everywhere I go, somebody recognize me, I recognize them. They always showing love. So I just want to say shout out to everybody, and it's all love with everybody. So
That's
yeah,
really dope. That's a village for real.
for
That's
real,
a
for real.
village. How do you silence self doubt? You having self doubt? How do you silence that?
Mm. What is that one thing called? This I know Steph Curry said he be having it. This imposter syndrome. Sometimes, that's it's kind of easy to get that like imposter syndrome. It's like, you not who you think, like who everybody say you is type
Yeah,
thing. It's kind of easy to get that, but I feel like when feeling a little bit of that, you just gotta really look at your accomplishments and your accolades and be like, dang, I'm really the one. Like, shout out to my business partner Rachel Greer. She had wrote up a little like a description of me, and I was like, dang, I did all this. Dang, okay, I'm okay. Okay, but I feel like it's important to keep level centered, humble, and but sometimes you do got to look at all your successes and accomplishments, and be happy about that and really know who you is.
yeah. Tone, you want to speak a little bit about that? You talk about that a lot. Imposter syndrome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, you catching me off guard today because with this being Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, one of the biggest things that it is you got to give yourself grace, especially that imposter syndrome situation, because a lot of times we tend to forget that we're in the rooms we deserve to be in because we're
Yeah.
there. If someone comes to you and they give you the opportunity to speak on your brand, speak to individuals that's in the same place as you, or
Yeah,
even want to know your story, you deserve to be there. They're talking
real.
to you for a reason.
For sure.
And the reason why she brought me on is that was something I suffered with.
Yeah,
I've been doing this for 15 years on the production side. And even as people know who I am and come to me about things, I still felt like I didn't belong to be
yeah,
the person you're talking to.
yeah,
But then I had to change my mindset is because there are 1,000 other people out here that does this, or you can even do this on your own, but you trust me enough
yeah.
to turn your visions into reality.
For
So
sure.
stop doubting what I'm doing and show the greatness that I am
Yeah,
in myself to everybody else because I'm here for a reason
for a
and you
reason.
doing what you doing for a reason.
Yeah, for real.
So take that gym with you.
That's a gem for sure.
Take
for
that
sure.
gym with you and go make a necklace.
Yeah.
And just another thing, I had ran up across. I don't know if you know who Coach Chrissy is. She was saying something about godly women versus ungodly women, right? And when I listen to a godly women versus ungodly women, is a godly woman know who she is, right?
Mhm.
Versus an ungodly woman, she doesn't know who she is. An ungodly woman basically transform herself based off of what room she's in,
Mhm.
because she doesn't know who she is, so she's constantly trying to fit in where she's at. Versus the godly woman, she knows exactly who she is and whom she is.
Mhm.
So when the person wrote about you on the paper,
Yeah.
when you looked at that, did you look at that and be like, because most people that are working hard to become who they are and being successful, they never get to really see who they're becoming.
Yeah.
But the world get to see what they're producing, right?
For sure.
And then you sit back and people start talking about you. It's like, dang,
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, for real though. It really hit like, oh, you really him or you really her. You know what I'm saying? And it really my guy over here, it really hit like you said, you in these rooms for a reason. I was just at the Bucks ball a couple months ago with Bobby Portis and Giannis and Gary Trent and Ryan Rollins. Shout out to all them, they're my people. And enjoy, shout out to Giannis and Bobby Portis for the recent trade. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy Miami. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks, we starting off a new generation for sure, but I feel like we're gonna be good this year. For sure. So shout out to Bobby Portis, Gary Trent, Ryan Rollins, them all my people. And like I said, it really just felt good to be in a room. Even when I go to the Bucks games, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking on the court and just greeting all these people and you know what I'm saying, just even to be in a room with all the players and all the successful people, the owners, the coaches, and everybody, it just make you feel like it just really make you feel good. And you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to be there. So it's always important to, you know what I'm saying, really know who you is.
Never lose sight of that.
Yeah.
That's dope. Um, how do you know when you're walking in purpose instead of simply chasing success?
Walking in purpose and chasing success. Well, for me personally, the I just started it actually, but thing I've been doing is just giving back, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're always giving back to the community to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you doing your part. Last year I did 100 free flights for the kids for back to school.
I see
Um,
that.
it went viral on Facebook, Instagram. It was beautiful, you know what I'm saying? All the kids loved the rides and they were smiling and laughing and I hope I you know what I'm saying, and planted a seed in some of them kids' head and you know what I'm saying, turned on the light bulb that I got from being on that helicopter. Because it really is an amazing field to be in aviation, period. Not even to be pilot, but the aviation, the ATC, you know what I'm saying, is needed it, even to see, you know what I'm saying, people of our color in that area is just inspiring. So yeah, we're doing it again this year, August 21st and 22nd. TMJ4 gonna be there, ABC News gonna be there. So you know what I'm saying, we gonna plan to get double as many kids, not 100, we gonna plan to get 200. So August 21st and August 22nd, we're doing it big. You know what I'm saying, I'm gonna start promoting it for real, probably beginning of the next month. So yeah, we're doing it big and you know, so I'm gonna keep getting kids in the air and you know what I'm saying, inspiring and getting right.
So make sure you put that in there. Yeah, make sure you send me that and we'll continue to put it on that show. That's dope. And
Yeah.
that is dope. Because people in this community, they don't think about stuff like that. So you are really sparking
Yeah.
a light bulb in
Yeah.
the black and brown community to think about things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. And to even, you know what I'm saying, when I'm talking to all the OGs and all my dad's friends and all my uncles and everything, they really take me back to, you know what I'm saying, that imposter syndrome. I feel like I be having that, now that we mentioned on it, I feel like I have it a little bit more. They really talk to me. They like, you really a pilot. I don't know nobody else that is a pilot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my uncle, Redante Ashford, Mr. Do It to Death. You know what I'm saying? He talked to me a lot about this. Like, man, like you're really a pilot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't, sometimes I guess I don't get how big that is, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, but you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And I want to, you know what I'm saying, get more people of my color in the aviation business for sure.
It's definitely big.
Yeah,
It's definitely big, and you should definitely be proud of yourself.
for sure. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Um, how has your faith influenced your leadership journey?
Well, I feel about that. You just got to put all your faith in God because, you know what I'm saying? Without God, we nothing. You know what I'm saying? God brought me here. God got me to where I am. And I feel like he'll take me a lot further. So you just keep believing and trusting in God and it's going to be good.
I like that. Have you ever experienced a season where you couldn't see the vision, but God still expected you to walk?
Mm. Man, I feel like, yeah. I mean, like with tests I take and everything, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of learning with the aviation stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, do good at all these tests, even though I studied my butt off, you know what I'm saying, and I came out doing good. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like God always got our back. And especially when we're supposed to be doing something, you know what I'm saying, he definitely gonna get you there. So yeah.
Yeah, what's for you is always for you.
For sure, for
It
sure,
can never be taken away. What's for you is for you. Your walk is already destined. So
for sure,
you just gotta do your walk and he got the rest. And
for
that's
sure,
what a
for
lot of
sure.
people don't understand. If you don't do your walk, he can't help you.
Right,
You
right.
just sitting there, he can't do his part, you know?
Yeah.
It don't work that way. So we're gonna go ahead and go to mindset. You often speak about did I do this already? I think I did. Okay, so no. What's one mindset what's one mindset shift that changes your entire life? What's one mindset shift mind that changed your entire life? Sorry. What's one mindset shift that changed your entire life?
Well, I feel like as a man, you know what I'm saying, especially you know what I'm saying, growing up, you got more and more, you know what I'm saying, weight and pressure on your back to, you know what I'm saying, thrive and be successful and oh my bad. But yeah,
We fighting mics over here.
but no, yeah, to strive and be more successful and you know what I'm saying, just be providers. Um I feel like the one mindset to always keep is you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get through this regardless, you know what I'm saying. And no matter what happens, we gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that my dad instilled in me, you know what I'm saying? One way or another, should we gonna do it. And so yeah, we gonna do it one way or another.
I love like how you talk. Like it's so impressive and so refreshing to hear somebody of your caliber, of
Yeah,
your skin complexion, and of your age. You
yeah.
speak of with grace,
Mm-hmm.
you know, of intelligence, and you use that word man, and you have like it's so much power behind that, isn't it, Tom? Like he owns that word man. Like I am a man. Like, and I'm a believer of that. Like
Yeah.
you hold that.
Mm-hmm.
You hold that his posture. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like his verbiage, everything,
for sure.
everything speaks of value. And I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed, and I promise, I hope and pray that you continue this journey.
For sure.
I wish, I hope to see you in the future. I can't wait to see how you
We
turn
will.
out. You know, at the age of 30. You know, if
Yeah.
you're a pilot right now,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what you gonna be like in 5 years, 5 to 10
Man.
years.
Man,
So
it's gonna get
that's
scary. It's
it's
gonna
gonna
get
be something
scary.
serious.
Something serious. Something real serious.
It's gonna be so you a ticket. You gotta tell them girls to wait a minute. You waiting on your wife. You gotta put them on hold. you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta put them on hold. um so okay. So we're gonna move on. So as you know, right, this is a lupus platform.
Hmm.
So our audience includes individuals living with lupus and other individual illnesses. With what message would you give someone who feels like life has grounded their dreams?
Mm. Well, you know what I'm saying? I just want to thank God that I never had any, you know what I'm saying, you know, diseases or anything like that. But for the people that do, I feel like we go back to that one thing we was saying, you know what I'm saying? God got your back, you know what I'm saying? God already got your plan written. I feel like it ain't nothing you should worry about or, you know what I'm saying, be grounded. You know what I'm saying? Just keep believing in yourself, you know what I'm saying, your hopes and dreams. Just keep striving at them and you're gonna accomplish them.
I love that because faith took me through this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, that's how I made it. But I'm gonna take it a step farther, right? I'm gonna take it to the military because you pilot, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that Air Force to me.
Yeah.
Back then, I wasn't aware that they had any I'm gonna call it a ticket, but now they do. They have like something that you can do for people with autoimmune diseases in order to get into, the Navy or the military, something like that. Now, if you want to be a pilot, is there something that stops a person with an autoimmune disease that has an autoimmune disease that can't be a pilot? And if it's due, is it some like is it certain type of diseases that you can or cannot have as far as the autoimmune disease to prevent you from being a pilot? Do you know of anything like that or no?
Mm,
I can see that.
I'm not sure about you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure about, you know, exact diseases or anything like that. Or You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. My advice is to, you know what I'm saying, just go see and try. If you want to do it, just, you know what I'm saying, go try. It ain't nothing you can lose. Just try.
I'm gonna have an update next week, y'all, or I'm gonna put that in. We're gonna have a follow up with that to see if, and maybe I'm sure though. Tom, can you look that up?
Let me look at that.
We're gonna see if, but
Yeah.
I'm,
Man make me want to go get pilot.
I'm sure.
You know, we like to travel over here, so
Yeah.
we could be our own pilot.
Got to see the world.
Just got to see the world.
Got
So,
to.
Okay, so how can someone build a meaningful legacy even while battling physical limitations?
Mm. Well, I mean, you don't always got to build a legacy, you know what I'm saying? It don't always got to be physical, you know what I'm saying? You could talk to people, you know what I'm saying? You could be a speaker. That's a lot of things people go viral for now is, you know what I'm saying, being able to really speak and be motivational speakers. And, you know what I'm saying? Even though they got, whatever they got, you know, they striving and they doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they could do it for real. They could do it big still.
I like him.
we see.
He thinks very fast on his feet. I knew the answer to this. I just wanted to see was you. He thinks very fast on his feet, and that's what a lot of warriors do too. I like you. I like you. You
Okay.
good.
So to
What it
answer
say,
your
Tom?
question before we go any further.
Okay, what is that?
Right. So what the FAA cares about, okay? When evaluating an autoimmune illness, an
You
aviation
talking in your mic?
Yeah, I'm talking into my mic.
Okay.
Okay, hold on now. An aviation medical examiner is looking at three primary risk factors. Risk of incapacitation. Woo, I studied all that. Does the illness carry a risk of sudden, unpredictable loss of consciousness or physical control? So that's like we said earlier, narcolepsy might be one. All right. Cognitive impairment and fatigue. Does the condition cause severe fatigue, brain fog, or insidious alteration of consciousness that could impair judgment in the cockpit? So, thinking
Makes
about
sense.
things about lupus and how sometimes y'all can have brain fogs. If you don't have heavy, severe brain fogs, then you should still be okay. But you know, there are some people who they have memory loss and stuff like that. You definitely wouldn't want that to be your major thing that affects you. So your medication could play a factor that you're taking as well. And then, like I said, medication side effects. Often medication used to manage autoimmune diseases such as heavy immunosuppression, steroids, or pain management drugs are more of a consideration to the FAA than the disease itself. So even though you may be able to function and live well with lupus in this case, or any other autoimmune, your medications that you're taking, your necessity medications, could also kind of disqualify you for
Yeah,
that.
the
So
medication is really what do it.
yeah, so those are the three big things that you would want to look into for those people who are suffering with an autoimmune disease. If you are looking at getting into these kind of deals, so basically anything you're taking that tells you no heavy lifting or operating heavy machinery, I think a Boeing C-17 will be considered a heavy machinery that you
Yeah.
shouldn't be operating.
And I asked that too because a lot of people get diagnosed at a younger age, and you're teaching younger teenagers to be pilots.
Hmm.
So to give them that hope, if you are educating these young pilots that have autoimmune diseases, you're giving them that hope that they can be pilots one of these days. If they have an autoimmune disease, that was for them. Tom, can you put some of these comments on the screen? Hey,
Good
Dr.
evening.
LaShawn, thank you for tuning in on this wonderful evening.
Two smooth people, blessings, 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 blessings.
Hey, Carter, thank you for tuning in. Heart condition is a no. What was he referring to?
So you're talking about adding some of the things that could disqualify.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna move into personal reflection. So, what is one lesson you wish someone had taught you at the age of 18 years old?
Well, I can't think of nothing that I wish somebody told me. That man, around that age, man, is when I really was, you know what I'm saying, developing my mind. Really. Shout out to my one of my mentors in Cleveland, Ohio, Dantes Akram. One of his big sayings is you know what I'm saying, as a man, if you really want to, you know what I'm saying, get a lot of progress, stop blaming everything, you know what I'm saying, that happened to you on, you know what I'm saying, something else. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to get far, you know what I'm saying, oh, this something happened, even when it's not your fault, oh, it's my fault, because you really can't blame nobody. And that's the only reason only way you can really get better is, you know what I'm saying, okay, it's my fault. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be better. So really just take responsibility for even when it's when it's your fault and then when it's your fault. Cause you know what I'm saying, if it's somebody around you fault, then you could take care of that by, you know what I'm saying, maybe removing them or you know what I'm saying, but really just take responsibilities for your actions, you know.
We definitely got to have you on other podcasts because I love your mindset.
Yeah.
I love your mindset. So many grown people for you to be 21 years old talking like this, it's just very impressive. And I'm going to keep saying it, very refreshing because it's people that's my age that is so stuck because something has happened to them as a kid.
Yeah.
Or something has happened to them in business and they cannot get over it. They are so stuck
Yeah.
in this mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so sad.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
That be people problem. They can't get over something or, you know what I'm saying, can't move on. You know what I'm saying? And that's one another big thing that my dad taught me. You always gotta be you know what I'm saying, renewing yourself, you know what I'm saying, making a bigger name, another name. What's the word? You know what I'm saying, reinventing yourself. So
You can tell you have some powerful people around you,
mm-hmm.
some loving, some healing people around you.
For sure, for sure.
Mm. If today were your last opportunity to speak to the world, what would your message be?
Mm, big question. Um, well, mm, well, I've been talking to the kids a lot lately. I also got another speaking to the kids at Destiny High School. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, set that up with them. Glen Hills want me to come back too, but another thing I like implanting in the kids is, you know what I'm saying, it ain't nothing you can't do. It ain't
Yes.
nothing you can't do for real, cause you know what I'm saying, we need more people that look like us in the powerful, big, you know what I'm saying, positions like the pilots, the doctors, the lawyers, the nurses, you know what I'm saying, the judges, all that, you know what I'm saying. If you interested in something, don't ever let nobody tell you, even if it's, you know what I'm saying, one of your loved ones or your parents, don't let nobody tell you can't do something ever. So if you want to do something, you know what I'm saying, go and do it and don't let nothing stop you. Yeah, I got you.
This man is giving me butterflies. Uh, what do you hope people remember about Juan long after you are gone?
Man, that's big. That's big. You know what I'm saying? That's big. Um, cause that's one thing you gotta think about, man. What are people gonna remember about you when you're gone? That's big. Well, I started this every year free flights for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Even when I get bigger and you know what I'm saying, flying the jets, I'm gonna keep that going for the rest of you know what I'm saying, just keep it going. So that's one thing. My dad started the free book bags and the free school supplies for the pit boss. You know, one is his best friend, so I'm keeping that going every year as well. But yeah, I mean,
When is that? Oh, go ahead.
that's back to school as well. So last year we did it right before or right after. I think it was right after actually that we did the free flights. So you know what I'm saying, they can sign up to get a free flight and then the next day they can come get their school supplies. So you know what I'm saying, just doing our part to give back to the community and make Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying, more, you know what I'm saying, loving and you know what I'm saying, just take care of.
When is that?
Um,
Or do
we probably
you
gonna
got
do
an
it
open date?
on that Sunday because
Okay.
August 21st and 22nd, that's a Friday and Saturday. So we probably do it on that Sunday before the
Okay.
school start. For sure. For sure. Let's do it. Yeah, we're doing sponsors for this year as well too. So I'm gonna start promoting it big. We're gonna make t-shirts for everybody and all that good stuff. So okay. Let's do it. Ooh, that's a ooh, okay. Man, big shoes, man. That's uh-huh. Uh-huh. And outgrown. You know what I'm saying? That's I feel like that's one of my goals, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's really, really big shoes to fill, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm taking the legacy to a, you know what I'm saying, completely different level, a greater level, you know what I'm saying? Because what my dad was most proud about, he said, "Oh, where we came from, man, I never knew nobody, no pilot, no son. That was a pilot." I feel like that's why he was so proud, because can't nobody he knew say they had a son, you know what I'm saying, that's doing what I'm doing. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I just got to take the whole last name of Hogans to the complete next level, you know what I'm saying? Put it on buildings and planes and all that stuff. But hey, I'm a, you know, coming soon, coming soon, coming soon, coming
He just
soon, coming
remind me of
soon.
Quentin when he did that. Yeah.
King boss. Yeah,
That is so dope. He's definitely proud of you.
for sure.
And we are proud of you. And
I appreciate that.
and it doesn't matter if nobody is proud of you. You
Mhm.
are proud of you.
Yeah.
I see how you speak of yourself, how you smile when you talk,
Yeah.
how you sit. You haven't slouched not one time. Like I'm paying attention to everything. Like
Yeah.
you are proud of you. And I don't think you have and this is just me,
Yeah.
seeing you for the first time in the flesh.
Yeah.
I don't think you have imposter syndrome because you are everything that I see for you to be. Now I
Yeah.
don't know your whole life, but everything that I have seen for you to be and the things that you are speaking on,
Yeah.
you are doing.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you don't want to accept it or you just being humble because a lot of people say that to me, like you're just so humble.
Yeah, I feel like
But
that's a big part of it, just being humble, you know what I'm saying, and wanting a bigger next thing, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where a lot of it come from, but you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that for real.
But that's gonna continue taking it a long way being as humbled as you are
Yeah,
because there's so many people that is in so many great positions that are assholes and
yeah,
nobody likes them.
for real,
But it's not for you to be a people's pleaser, but your attitude
for real.
is beautiful because you can let
Facts.
somebody down and they won't be offended because you got a beautiful attitude.
Yeah, that's another one, a big thing my dad taught me. You got to treat the janitor like the CEO. So, hey, treat him, because you know, never know when the table's gonna flip.
You
So,
never know.
treat the janitor like the CEO.
You was raised very well. I'm so proud of you. You have any additional questions or any additional things you want to tell the audience that you coming up, that you have coming up, or that you're working on, or anything that you want them to follow?
Well, you know what I'm saying? My name Juan Hogans, you know what I'm saying, pilot for about 2 years, entrepreneur, clothing brand. 60th and Fond du Lac, we got the hookah shop still going. Um, we planning to turn it into a little, you know what I'm saying, transform it in a little bit, something different. But it's coming soon. Y'all will see it when it's, you know what I'm saying, get big promoted and big launch. Let's see what else we got. Instagram, no limit Juan dot underscore, Facebook, Juan Hogans. And yeah, I think that's what we all got for here. And stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? The show continue. Grab your popcorn and yeah.
I like
Yeah.
him. I like him. Thank you so much for coming. We are definitely going to have you back. We're definitely going to keep you guys updated on everything that he has going on and he got coming
Great
up.
show. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
that.
much, Jimmy, for tuning in. Thank you so much for the things that he got coming up so you guys can be a part of. Um, I just had a brain fog.
Another thing, yeah, I appreciate you for having me. This is a beautiful setup, beautiful show. I appreciate you for having me on here for real, for real.
Thank you for saving me in my brain fog moment. You caught at the right time. Thank you so much. Anytime this is your home, anytime you need to, get out something, any
Yeah.
exclusive, you are definitely welcome to either of the platforms. You're
I
definitely
appreciate
welcome.
that.
This is your home anytime that you want them. We are here every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. If you guys missed it, please go to Lupus Has No Face podcast. While you're there, like, share, and subscribe. If you guys are looking for a life coach, I am your life coach, life and wellness coach. It's all simultaneously right through the www.lupushasnoface website and SNA coaching. The books can be purchased on Amazon and the website. Until next time.